Gamarjobat. It has been a long wait and a lot of prayer, but finally the pilgrim international statue of Our Lady of Fatima is arriving in the South Caucasus. It is indeed a moment of great joy for all believers. It is a moment and a sign of great hope. Our Lady of Fatima comes as a pilgrim of peace and reconciliation, something that is very dear to all of us. I recall as a small child in Portugal, my mother gathering us with much faith to pray the holy beads of the Holy Rosary. It was a moment that gave us so much faith, and the prayer itself was very formative. It gave us a lot of humility and a lot of humanity. It also helped us through difficult times and good times, and it helped us to become more human. As we come together as a family of faith in the Caucasus, we too will be praying for peace and humanity and humility and for many blessings that we believe will come forth from this visit. I recall the many occasions I have met people locally and the times that they spoke about the much suffering that they incurred, especially during the Soviet Union, and how faith and our church was maintained due to the practice of the prayer of the Holy Rosary. And I recall very clearly meeting not that long ago 3 elderly ladies in their 80 years old, receiving for the very first time their first Holy Communion. They had been baptized 80 years earlier, but only now were they able to receive Holy Communion in the Catholic Church. In one hand, they clutched the candle of their baptism, the flame of the Easter risen Christ, and in the other hand, they clutched the Holy Rosary, which had accompanied them through their whole lives. This is a sign of how our faith was maintained and how people were faithful to their church throughout these years, even in difficult times. Not that long ago, I just returned from a meeting of nuncios, apostolic nuncios from all over the world, and I met with my colleague in the Ukraine, Archbishop Kolbokas, and he was telling me with so much emotion how his ministry as apostolic nuncio in Ukraine had changed after Pope Francis had consecrated Ukraine and the world to the Immaculate Heart of Mary just in the month of March. He spoke about how there were so many unexplainable things that were due to the power of prayer and the intercession of our Heavenly Mother. We too here in the South Caucasus will be confiding in our Heavenly Mother. As Apostolic Nuncio, I will be following this pilgrimage. I will be with you in prayer for the success and the graces that we will receive from this pilgrimage, which will visit all of our parishes, all of our families, all of our communities. And in a special way, this visit of Our Lady of Fatima is also a visit that is an invitation to each one of you, you and me, that we may have a more deeper relationship with Jesus Christ and be very free to ask for the intercession of Mary. Also, being from Fatima, it is also an invitation in a special way to all our youth who are thinking of or will participate in the International World Youth Day in Lisbon in 2023. Pope Francis will be there to meet with all the youth that are there. And I hope to see so many of you come forward in this pilgrimage and also come with us to Lisbon to meet all the youth from all the world. I thank you, and I will be with you as well. Didi Madloba.